Millennials are cringy. We're cringy? We walked so you could Uber. We drank Four Locos so you could have high noons. We wore skinny jeans, a going out top, and heels so you could wear baggy jeans and dirty sneakers. We pre-gamed harder than you party. That was a little cringe. We played beer pong with actual beer so that you could fill up the red Solo cups with water. Disgrace. We partied. We had the best music. We danced at the club. We danced on top of bars. We are iconic. We are not cringy. We're fun. We had stamina. We partied, we went out, and then we showed up to work or to class the next day. We would never call out for just the slightest inconvenience. We showed up. Maybe a little hungover, but we showed up. They love to call us cringe. They love it. We're cringy. As one of my favorite philosophers, Mariah Carey, says, "Why you so obsessed with me? Put some respect on our name."
Facts. Well, if you haven't guessed it by now, we are reacting to Millennials, which I am a proud millennial, you could say. I guess I'm one of the older millennials, but millennial nonetheless. Hey, thanks again for your attention. If you like the content, consider subscribing. Comment down below with videos y'all want me to react to. But let's get to this one. I had to do one for the millennials. Everything she said are facts. The one stood out for me most was being hungover and still going to work Friday, that Saturday if I was scheduled, and just getting it done. Whatever we had to do for the day, and we got it done. And guess what? After work, we did it again. Oh man, those were the days. And then just growing up, if you remember the AOL dial tone when you had to log in, or when you went to Walmart and got that blue light CD to get in the interwebs, I remember those days. Just the instant messengers. What's your ASL? Yep, I did that. Oh man, let's go to the comments here. This just proves your point. I don't know. I didn't think she was that cringy at all. So, whatever. Ghost Girl 4200. No, for real. Why is there no hate? She's deleting all our comments, is my guess. I don't delete comments, babe. That's from the creator. Why are millennials so obsessed with Gen Z? Gen Z, is that? I think you guys are after us. Are those the ones? Because they're getting old and maybe a bit of midlife. So they make posts like this. I know, right? Are you kidding? It's literally the other way around. Oh, what's this? Jalen Rose just put the fries in the bag. We MySpaced so you could TikTok. Totally forgot about MySpace. And then your cousins or whoever, your friend, they would have the code or the certain lights or the certain music, so you would copy and paste that or get it from them. We were the early coders. The people doing MySpace stuff. I remember that. You had to have the best music right when you log on. You had to make sure you pick your friends because it was political back then. I don't know who your top was. MySpace. That was pre-Facebook. Wow. Millennials and their one-sided beef with Gen Z. If we're so cringe, why is our music still banging? Facts. Biggie. Tupac. Shoot. All the other millennials. Outkast. There you go. Millennials are the parents you wish you had. No one can ever convince me that millennials aren't the best generation. We are the best generation. We're the first ones for these student loan crap or whatever it is. That's, man. Well, I didn't have student loans. I paid them off. But still, the generation itself. All right, let's go to the next one.
People born between 1983 and 1993 are the most unique generation, and here's why. They are born in between two generations, the one before the internet and technology took over, and the generation after. The generation before us was old school and believed in working hard, and the generation after us believes in working smart. We saw it all. Radio, TV, Mario, Waptrick, Nokia, Nintendo 64, Samsung, iPhone, PS4, tapes, CDs, Mixit, MiG-32, Netflix, Snapchat, emojis, and virtual reality. The generation before us can be scammed scammed by simple emails asking for money and offering love. The generation after us knows it's better to have 4 emails. One for social media, one for financial transactions, one for serious stuff, and one for things you don't trust. We are the generation that knows tradition and questions it, picking from it what makes sense to us. The generation before us knew no questions. The generation after us knows no tradition. We are the gap between the industrial age and the internet age. We understand both sides from experience. We should be running the world. The old guys don't understand what's going on anymore, and the new guys don't understand where what's going on came from. Anyways, please bring back Warped Tour. Merch link in bio. I'll see myself out.
Wow, that was cool. Sick tattoos, by the way. That L, man. It's a hoot. I had to. Alright, let's go to the comments. Here, millennials are 81 through 96, though. 19 replies. Know what they equate Xennials is from 77 to 83. No doubt. 78 here. And all he talked about is true for us. He's not saying millennials. He's saying people born between 83 and 93. 92 here. This is me finding out I shouldn't be using one email for everything. I have different emails for things, so I can relate. 84, let's go. All facts. First wave millennials. We are balanced. 88, let's frickin' go. LimeWire. Oh, LimeWire. That's where we got our music. We had our CDs ready, geared up to burn. Man, I remember those. So CD changers, depending on your car, like the old school SUV ones, we had to load them in the back. It was in the trunk. You had a 5-disc CD changer. But if you had your own and you burned them, you could load up 100, 200 songs to those. And you'd be good for the whole year. At least I was. If you had 5 CDs and all those 100 songs, oh my goodness. Sheesh! LimeWire was it. Pirates Bay. Y'all remember Pirates Bay? Oh my goodness. 87, baby. I missed the late 90s, early 2000s. Best year of my life. 76 replies. Had to scroll for ages to find 87. 87, babies. Don't talk so much. We're the smartest. Yes, so true. 87, baby here. You must be talking about the millennials. The birth years are 81 through 96. What about MySpace? Yup, I was just talking about MySpace. How I learned to code. See? I'm telling you. I took a coding class and stayed lost on the lectures. Passed with an A, though. Thanks, Tom. Babe, me too. It was insane. My personality on a 2006 white MacBook. Alright, let's go to the next one.
Millennials are the most divided generation in history. Here's why. The millennial generation goes from 1981 to 1996. And within those short 15 years, there are 3 separate millennials. You have the first group of millennials from 1981 to 1985 that are known as Xennials. This Xennial title comes from the fact that they are considered both Gen X and Millennials. Throughout generational history, generations lasted for 20 years. So originally, Gen X went from 1965 to 1985. But in 1996, it was changed, and those born between 1981 and 1985 were considered Millennials. They changed it because true Gen Xers did not have the level of technology that these later generations were getting. There are even some Gen X members born between 1977 and 1980 that are considered Xennials. Because if the internet went mainstream before you graduated high school, you had different experiences from a full Gen Xer. Now on to what is considered early millennials, the people born between 1986 and 1989. These are the millennials that don't act anything like the 90s millennials. The vast majority of their memories are only in the 90s, but they did still have boomers as parents. So they were still raised in that tough way, with most of them still being latchkey kids. And then you have the 90s millennials. These are the millennials that don't remember a world that didn't have the internet. But the majority of them still did not have actual internet in their home yet. But the world around them did, making things a little bit easier for them. For the Xennial millennials, their young childhood show was something called the Elephant Show. I love you. For the early millennials, their childhood show was called Barney.
I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be.
And for the 90s millennials, their childhood show was Blue's Clues.
We are gonna play Blue's Clues, cause that's a really great game, yeah.
The 80s millennials tend to be way more sarcastic. That's because we had these two sarcastic old farts teaching us so much at young ages. 90s millennials are still our brothers and sisters. A lot of them tagged along with everything that the older ones were doing. But they do have a couple of traits that are just like Gen Z, like the ones that if they don't feel included, they are definitely insulted. And if you're a 90s millennial and you watched this video and got upset, thanks for proving my point.
Wow. Man, that hit on so many levels. Gargoyles? I forgot about gargoyles. Whoa. Barney, FYI, if you didn't know, Selena Gomez was on Barney when she was a little girl. Facts. Look it up. There's videos. Man. And then outro with the Hanson. I thought there were females in the beginning. I was wrong. But they were a big hit. Bop. For sure. Man. Oh, this is a cool episode, a cool video. It just brought back so many memories. All right, let's check out the comments. 90s millennials literally watch the internet really become a thing. We remember life before it and after it. 135 replies. So did 80s millennials, to be honest. Correct. I saw the first computer and every other one thereafter. Played all versions of PlayStation and played Aria. I think it's Atari. I still have the PS4. So, there you go. 90s millennials raised by Barney and Blue's Clues. 86 through 89 is the toughest generation. Born 85 and never watched The Elephant Show. Facts. I didn't know The Elephant Show existed. I watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Yes, I did. Little trains going into... Oh, man. So did Gen X and Gen Z. Like Sesame Street was on for over 30 years covering a few generations. Man. And I am an early millennial. We listened to the Elephant Show songs on cassette in the car all the time. We were more interested in Dragon Tales or Sagwa than Barney. 92 raised on Barney. So all millennials are raised by their televisions. Facts. Yep. That's what happened. Came home right after school. Watched. I remember TGI Fridays. Y'all remember TGI Fridays on ABC or CBS or whatever it is? Step by Step. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Family Matters. Shoot. What are the other ones? Forgot the other 90s shows. But then on Saturdays, man, those cartoons in the morning. Oh, and I used to watch wrestling. So there's two. WCW. I think it was on TBS or something like that. And then, of course, WWF. Not E. Before E. F. WWF. Man, I used to watch those when they were just on regular channels. But, oh, I remember those. And just, we had legit shows. Good shows. And they don't make shows like that anymore. Nobody watches shows anymore. We're all on YouTube. Nobody's watching TV anymore. But, man, this is a good one. Nostalgic, going back to all those memories. But now here we are. We've grown. Now we're the adults. Now we're the parents, apparently. Well, some of us. I'm a parent. But hopefully y'all like this one. We'll end it there. Make smart moves, not just loud ones. We'll see you on the next one.